everybody. Welcome to our Pro Detailers podcast, hosted by yours truly, Blue Bolden, and my big homie, Jalene Getman.
We are going to bring detailers in from all around the US and have them talk to you guys about how they got started, products that they love, and tips and tricks to help make the job a little bit easier. Make sure to like and subscribe to all of our other social media outlets. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes. Enjoy today's episode.
Welcome.
Stevie is one of our Pro Detail top members, only member. Thank you for taking the time out to do this with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to it.
I want you to tell the people listening the name of your business, where you're located, and how they can get in contact with you.
Sure. So I run Blackout Detail. We are located over in Troy, Illinois. We specialize in a lot of stuff, just interior, exterior details, ceramic coatings. Things have been pretty busy lately. If you're trying to look for us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, website.
What are you on Facebook and Instagram and all that? Is it Blackout Detail for everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you tell us. You tell the people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
you know.
If you're looking for us on the website, blackoutdetail.com. If you're looking for us on Instagram, it's Blackout Details, our hashtag or handle. And then on Facebook, we might be Blackout Detail Hand and Car Wash, I think, just because there was a couple other Blackout Details across the U.S., so we had to throw in a little bit of extra there on the end.
Okay. Tell us how you got started in the business.
How I got started. So I've been detailing cars probably since I was 15 or 16. My dad always had been washing his car like almost once a week or every weekend, it seemed like, and I was always out there with him. So I've been working on whether it's my own cars or my family's cars for quite some time. And just before COVID had hit, I was actually kind of decided to take some Christmas money from some family and try to actually build something with it. So we started with nothing, no website, no clients, no products, no anything. And, bought a few products, brought a little bit of equipment up front, and the rest was kind of history. We launched on Facebook, just trying, locally with some people that we knew, offering really significant discounts just to kind of get the ball running and, figure out your process and figure out what's going to work best for you. So, we started from the ground and
Started from the bottom?
Yep, started from the bottom, now we're here.
So when you got started, Stevie, like you said, you started with nothing and you got a little bit of cash and you went out and bought some equipment and things like that. What were some crucial pieces of equipment that you knew you had to have to get started?
Sure. So, if you're just starting like basic maintenance details, which is kind of like the ground floor, what we call, the basic details inside and outside, you definitely need a good vacuum. So for me, it was the Rigid 4-gallon because the Rigids, a lot of their tools have lifetime warranties and that stuff really holds up well. So we had a vacuum, we had to have a pressure washer. I actually had one already at home, so I didn't have to go out and buy one. And then, definitely need some microfiber, some detailing brushes. And that's really about it to get started. Obviously you need like buckets and mitts and stuff to do like the exterior, a few brushes to scrub down the wheels. But those are really the basics to get started.
What about like a buffer? What kind of buffer did you go out and get? Or which one do you like?
When I first started, I actually came across one of the ones that's probably sold by chemical guys. It's called a Torx, Torq. That's kind of an entry level, but I got it off Facebook Marketplace for $60 just to, get familiar with it and get comfortable with some experience with buffing. But since then, I've upgraded. I have 3 different Brios Garage polishers because they all come with a lifetime warranty. So I have a 21 millimeter throw, which is kind of like for your severe defects. It moves in more of a surface area. I have a G9, which is a 9mm throw, and then just one of the smaller ones. It's like a 2-inch or 3-inch pad for some of the more intricate stuff, like around door jams and mirrors and stuff like that.
Cool.
How did you find out about Superior Products?
How did I find out about Superior Products? So conveniently, Superior Products, which I didn't know at the time, is actually almost located in my backyard. So I'm over in Troy. It's like probably a 10-minute drive. My uncle had been a religious user of the coverall, which is, your guys' bread and butter. And so I did a little bit of research on trying to figure out how I could get some bulk chemicals, because when you're starting off, you don't know what's going to work best for you, and you also don't want to just go to Walmart or AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts and just start buying stuff, and dropping hundreds of dollars on stuff you don't even know that's going to work for you. So I came across you guys because, one, you were local, and then two, when you're in your early stages of trying to figure out what's going to work best for you, I did a lot of research on Facebook and on YouTube and came across a few people. So shout out to Chelsea at Attention Details. She definitely does a lot of initial videos, on Superior Products.
We love Chelsea.
Yeah, so Chelsea was good about featuring a lot of the staples with Dirt Buster and the leather cleaner and conditioner and stuff like that. So once I came across some of those and see the effectiveness of some of them, then that's when I started trying to, increase my supply. So I started with a handful of stuff like the Dirt Buster, the Iron Remover. You can use Green All or Pink Perfection for your interior. So that's a lot of the stuff I used initially. And then since then it's kind of grown. I have almost 2 shelves of Superior Product stuff. So I've got the Zap It, I've got the heavy duty enzyme cleaner, coverall in bulk. So just a lot of different stuff. Almost probably everything you guys could sell, I probably have on my shelf.
Okay. What are some of your, because we could talk about other products. What are some of your other products that you have to have, and what do you use them for?
Superior products that I have?
No, anything.
Yeah.
Some other stuff I have to have is like a clay lube. I didn't initially buy the Easy Detail clay lube, so I have O&R that's diluted down because I can use half of an ounce almost, and that'll last me a couple months of clay lube. And that's a good lubricant for when you need to clay and polish a car. I don't know, there's a lot of staples that I have that are Superior Products that I don't really have to reach too far. I would say the only other thing that I have is a good sealant or a good wax that I can spray on. So I use the Turtle Wax Seal and Shine or the Griot's Garage 3-in-1 ceramic wax. Those are 2 products that, stand kind of the test of time, that have been pretty durable and help provide that protection.
Outside of doing cars, because I know when I talk with some people, sometimes they wash other things like houses and, just other things. Are you into that business too, or are you just strictly on cars right now?
I've done a handful of motorcycles. I've actually got one on the books for the next couple of weeks. I've done a handful of RVs. So, those are they're actually on completely different ends of the spectrum. With the motorcycles, you have a little bit more intricate, hand polishing and cleaning, versus the RVs are 20 or 30 feet long, and you're using brushes or mitts to scrub the roof and the side, and you're probably doing some kind of a cleaner wax or something on the side. So yeah, those are 2 things. The one area I would like to try and dabble into is cleaning and detailing boats and doing ceramic coating on boats.
Okay.
But those are a little more, expensive products and machines. So, definitely trying to get more familiar with that probably in the off season.
Every once in a while, I'll get a call about planes. I got a call recently, that somebody wanted to do a ceramic coating on the plane. So, we tried to make that happen.
It can be done. It's just a lot of work. Prepared to be there all week.
We sell to somebody that details planes, but he was asking a bunch of questions when he was, trying to get started. And I was like, man, I said, they've got a lot more rules and regulations than what, some other company, detailing a car would be like. And he just did some trial and error stuff. And I mean, he loves certain things. We'll have to get him on here and have him chat a little bit because he does planes. But yeah, I know that would kind of a big job. How long does it take you to do an RV? Like if you were going to take on an RV, like, is that a day? Is that 2 days?
It's usually, I mean, if it's like a walk, what I typically do is like a deep clean on the exterior, and then I use my polisher to apply cleaner wax. And it's usually 5 or 6 hours. It's probably a good like estimate how long it would take.
Just for a basic detail, exterior detail. Yeah.
So you have a mobile business right now. What are your plans for the future?
I'm thinking a little bit about that this off season. That's kind of on the docket to start building out kind of a growth plan. So, we're mobile today. We do a little bit out of a small shop, but, definitely looking for some growth opportunities in the future where we can, hopefully open a fixed location with a handful of employees and kind of see where that goes. So that's.
But now you don't do this full time, right? You have a full-time job, and then you do.
Yep, I'm a project manager by day, so I work these in where I can, and outside of that, I got a full-time job and have to pay the bills somehow. So this is just kind of nice to be a nice stress reliever throughout the week or weekend, and kind of go from there.
We tried to offer Stevie a job, but he makes too much money already.
Really, Steve?
He's bringing it in. You don't even know.
That's what's up. That was my next question. What do you do on the off season?
Certainly, if I was much younger and I didn't have the family to think about, it would definitely be a good opportunity. But with health insurance and COVID obviously being out there in the pandemic.
Adulting, right?
Yeah, right.
All adulting. Well, I want to send a shout out to your family because you said that they kind of backed you when you first started.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, shout out to the burgers.
The burgers.
Yeah, the Burgess, the Schaefer's, yeah.
It's Stevie Burgess.
Burgess, yeah.
You said burger.
Because his email is almost burger. I was just
okay, I get another shout out to the Burgess. I am sorry.
There you go.
Disrespecting the name. I know it's a long line of Burgess out there.
Unless you ask my 3-year-old, he thinks his last name is Burgess.
Wow, that's great.
Put a little French flair in there.
Look, Stevie, is it French?
Hang on, Stevie. I'm going to try to turn this volume.
French? Yeah.
There we go.
Well, shout out to the family. That's awesome.
What's up, burger?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Like mushroom Swiss or bacon or something?
Man. What would you like to see change in the industry? Impossible.
Change in the industry. That's kind of tough, especially when you're online. There's a lot of different people that do different things. So, there's a group of detailers who are in it for the clients, and there's people who are in it for not necessarily the fame, but kind of the following.
Okay.
So, that's something I think we're all kind of mindful of is, there's people who sell to detailers and there's people who sell to clients that they're actually serving. So I think that's something that it's kind of that fine line that you have to try and walk, especially when either you're online or, trying to grow your businesses, figuring out what works best for you. And you can't throw shade at people who are doing one thing or the other because that's the decision they decided to follow and that's the business that they want to develop.
Okay. So do you do just independent cars or do you have any contracts with any fleets or anything?
Most of my stuff is all just contract cars. I don't service dealers or dealerships. I don't service fleet vehicles today. I like the more personal touch.
Okay.
So that's why, I'm more of the mom and pop, soccer van or hunting truck or what have you. So yeah, what I like to think of is I'm essentially your neighborhood detailer. So, you spill something in your car and you need to get up quick. I'm just a phone call away.
Kind of like Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Hey, let's talk about that soccer mom van for a second. We've heard that those can be pretty nasty when you've got kids and you go into the soccer van. What's the craziest or grossest thing, aside from when you had to detail my vehicle, that
that's probably the worst. So you got to step down a few levels to get to the next
one. Did you
one
say mine was
line.
the worst?
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Tell us about
those.
I'd say,
I do have a handful. I do have a handful of cars that are pretty grimy. There's been a couple of vans that I've come across that, when you got multiple kids and you're going on road trips, or kids are eating them in the car, going from one place to another. I could probably make a Happy Meal out of a few cars. Just like the tater tots and French fries and chicken nuggets that haven't even been touched but are on the floor. I'd say the worst thing I've come across is like the melted stuff. So it's Starburst and Jolly Ranchers and Suckers that just get down. I mean, there's no cleaner that can get them out because they're melted. So that's when you got to break out the big guys, the big guns, and use your steam cleaner and really melt that stuff back so that you can get it out of cup holders or carpets or seats.
Gotcha.
Mine wasn't that bad, by the way.
No, yours wasn't that bad. We didn't have to get the steamer out for that. We just power washed the inside and then, dried everything up.
Just power wash the whole inside.
Like we see on those YouTube videos. It's like, what are you doing?
It was that,
or those people, they take their car to the car wash and they just open the doors and get your gunner and spray it down with foam. Yeah.
Well, it was that or just light it on fire. So
which you've done before. So
you saved it.
So do you have a favorite car that you like to detail?
A favorite car I like to detail? Yeah, there's a couple of cars I service every other.
Yeah, the clean ones.
Other week, the clean ones. There's a couple of cars I service every other week, so they don't get too dirty. So I've got a Range Rover and a Mercedes that I do every couple of weeks. So just like to keep them topped off with the protection and the shine. So those are two of my favorite ones right now.
For people that are out there listening and are curious on maybe what to charge if they're trying to get started, like what are some average costs? Like for you, if like you say you've got some maintenance vehicles that are coming in, every other week versus maybe one mom van that's just trashed, what are some price ranges?
Price ranges is tricky because everybody is different. And the reason everybody is different is because a handful of factors. One being their efficiency, two being their overhead costs, and three being, what the rate is or the income that they want to make. So when you factor all three of those in, that's where you come to kind of your price that you want to charge or the price you think you're worth. So when I first started, I set up essentially a spreadsheet that said, if I offer these two or three services, an interior and exterior, and kind of the two combined, what my cost would be from a product perspective. So I probably use, $5 worth of product to do an interior and exterior, and then figure out how much time it would take me. So initially it was taking me about 4 hours to do an interior and exterior plus the cost of the product. And then I would try and figure out ballpark, like what hourly rate would I want to charge? Like, let's say $40 an hour is probably, pretty close to being average, $40 or $50 an hour. So when you factor all of those things in, that's where you land on your price. So for me, like just doing what I'll call a maintenance detail, which is, quick wash and wax on the outside and a vacuum on the inside, it's about an hour to an hour and a half for me. And I typically charge between $75 and $100 to do that service. So if I'm doing like the soccer van, it's usually closer to, at least twice that. So that's where you're doing a deeper clean where you're seeing a car for the very first time. It's probably the first time in a long time it's been detailed. So it's going to take you quite a bit longer. So those are, in the $200 to $250 range.
What's up with the $25 car wash?
What's that?
That was 2001.
So I can't just pull up, get the outside done. I don't want you going in my inside.
I mean, there are people that I can do that for, but you know, if I'm gonna fill my schedule, I'm gonna fill my schedule with people that I can spend more time with and make more money off of, versus having 4 or 5 cars scheduled for that day just to make $25 a car. So
right. So that's the difference in a car wash and the detail.
That's the cheerleaders
Exactly right.
pushing those cars.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got you. So what advice do you have for new detailers starting out? That little.
What advice do I have? I would say, don't overinvest in your equipment and don't overinvest in your products. So everybody has, you know, different equipment and different products that they find works best. So don't go out and spend $1,000 on all of your equipment up front. You want to start off low and you want to get your essentials, and then you want to work your way up from there. So that would be my advice.
Okay. You got any car wash jokes?
Car wash jokes? No, I got plenty of dad jokes, but no car wash.
Okay, give us a dad joke. What's a dad joke?
I don't know. I mean, you can't just throw out some dad jokes on the spot.
You said you had them. All right. Let's see.
Well, since we know you're a dad, tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah.
My family. Okay, so I met my wife on Match.com. Shout out to Stevie Burgess. Yeah, so it can be done.
Okay.
You might see us in a commercial soon. So I met my wife on Match.com. I was actually living in the city. She was living in kind of the suburbs. You know, it's kind of hard when you're working, you know, to try and find people to meet through different friends and family and stuff like that. So, yeah, met her.
I set you up one.
That's why I was getting those emails.
Yeah, don't worry.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good picture.
Woo, we need to talk.
So we've been married for almost 5 years. We have a 3-year-old. He is named after me. So I'm a junior, so he's the third. So we call him Trey.
Okay.
And we have a 4-year-old Lab Dane mix. So he is quite the dog. A lot of people in the neighborhood refer to him as a horse because he's pretty big.
What color is he?
He's black and white, spotted. Okay. I'll have to send you a picture of him so you can throw him up on the screen. But he's a beautiful dog. We get lots of compliments about him. We actually we rescued him from stray rescue in St. Louis. Okay. He was like one of a litter of 13 dogs that were trying to get adopted whenever they were little small puppies because his mom had gotten just kind of like dropped off at the stray rescue in St. Louis.
Good for you for rescuing.
You know, Gigi has I don't mean to cut you off, but she has a horror story about getting her friends to adopt some pets. I don't know if she want to tell you about it.
I don't know if I've got a lot of horror stories.
The kitty.
The cat?
Yeah.
What happened with the cat? I mean,
well, I'm not going to say it if you're not going to say it.
Was it when I was in college?
No. Remember you got your friends.
I love Blue knows more about Gigi than she does.
So she got her friend to take in a dog. You don't remember this?
You're gonna have to tell it now.
Okay, well, I don't know it all. You know,
once I start remembering.
But you know, she got her friend to take in. Was it a pit bull? Was it I don't want to put that out there to the world that pit bulls are like that. Let's just call it. No,
because we all have pit bulls. But I mean,
maybe the dog ate the cat.
That's a made up
How long ago was this?
Since we've been knowing each other, you don't remember?
We've been knowing each other for over like 10 years now.
Went to see? Look at that face.
Oh, that was a rescue thing. She was trying to foster, and the dog came, and they didn't. So Stevie, I was like really into rescuing dogs before I had kids, and then I had kids, and then I was like, oh shit, I got to get rid of these dogs. But yes, oh my gosh, that was so terrible. That was traumatic because we didn't, you know how you got to like set things up and like test if the dog is cat friendly or not cat friendly. And that didn't happen. And it was like a hurry up, get this dog placed. And the girl reached out to me and she was like, I can take the dog. And we were like, great. So we took the dog over there. And the dog ate the cat. That's a bad story.
Yeah. And she called me after that and was like, hey, there's a dog that click. It's not happening.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that.
You
I probably put it in like the back of my
okay,
mind, like to
compartment.
never remember
Put it in
again.
that compartment back there. Yeah.
That's okay. I got her back because I tried to hook her up with a Cracker Barrel server and
Uber driver,
an Uber driver.
security guard at the
He was cute.
where was that at?
One of the casinos.
T-Mobile.
Go to T-Mobile. No, I think it was Verizon.
Oh, the Uber driver, they FaceTime me while I was here at work. Her and her mom.
Yeah, we did.
And when the Uber driver hung up, he told them that I look like I'm a problem.
No, he said trouble. She looks like trouble.
And you know what I said? I am.
I am.
Her Match account is booming right now, let me tell you.
I'm on farmers.com, so anybody want to hit me up?
I'm about to
Hit me
turn
on.
it.
I don't know what that is.
Match?
Oh, okay. I'm on christianmingle.com.
Wait, what's the farmer one?
That's what I'm on it.
What's that
You
called,
lying.
Stevie?
Isn't it called Farmers Only?
No, it's farmers only.
Oh,
Okay.
Farmers Only. You got to be a
Yeah,
farmer.
I don't even know all where I'm at.
Girl, I think we got sidetracked.
Okay.
All right, what's next? What have we got? Ooh, okay, favorite food.
Wait, I cut him off. He
Oh.
was telling.
He was talking about his family. You know
Yes.
what?
No, I
Please.
was done. That's it. That's a wrap.
Match.com. We're
That's
going
it.
to see him on the commercial.
Yep.
Little boy,
Heard about Trey. Heard about Chance.
dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite food.
Favorite food.
Don't say
Man,
burger.
I've been a carb junkie ever since I was a kid. So you throw some spaghetti my way, I could eat that almost every day of the week.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yum. Favorite color.
Favorite color is lime green.
Oh, that's Zane's favorite color.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
Zodiac sign. What's your
Aquarius?
You're January, December?
Yeah, February. Mid-February.
Okay.
Yeah.
February what?
February 16th, 2 days after Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so
Double
cute.
present. I would like mine to be spread out. You know, I don't want to.
Yeah, you're like my sister. My sister's December 16th, so she's really close to Christmas. She never was too into that. Getting,
We're in like May.
Yeah, I'm just saying I prefer that.
Oh.
Mine. Don't put me near a holiday. I want all mine, all my extras.
If you could have an unlimited supply of one product, what would it be?
Man, it's got to be Dark Fury. Dark Fury is the multi-purpose thing you can use on everything. You can use it on wheels, tires, bugs, engine degreaser. You can use it on your floor mats. I don't know. You can maybe wash your body with it, but I'm not going to go that far yet.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. We do have a little story about that, though, that happened to us one time.
Go for it.
Blue and I were working this trade show.
Me.
And
Okay.
And it was when we were promoting one of our air fresheners, like a line of oil-based air freshener. And so we had our little booth like set up, right?
We were at a concert, hadn't started yet, out at the amphitheater. It used to be Riverport.
Okay, it wasn't a trade show, it was a concert. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff back then. Okay, and so we had all of our air fresheners lined up, right? Like red, blue, green, and pink. And did we tell you this story already?
No.
This guy walks up to our booth.
Wait, he had on a crisp white polo, okay, with a horse. You know, just wasn't the polo. He had the horse.
Had the horse.
He ironed it, or iron. I'm from St. Louis, so it's iron.
Ironed.
Yeah.
He ironed it, but he was looking real fresh.
So fresh, and didn't ask any questions. Nothing. Came up, grabbed the red air freshener, sprayed his whole body.
Yeah.
And then looked down and was like,
"Oh man!" And he just took off. We didn't get to say,
No.
you know, I got some Zap It, take that right out. We didn't get to do nothing. But yeah, it definitely you ruined his concert experience because you know that was his concert outfit.
it's a PSA. Don't put our products on your bodies.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't drink it.
Don't drink it
Yeah.
either.
I would have people ask me when I was going out on sales call, when I was traveling, can you drink this stuff? I'm not.
Why would you want to drink it?
Because they had salespeople who had certain
That's
products.
a thing that the
That's
salespeople
true.
do. They'll put Coke in a bottle, and then they'll put a cleaner in the other bottle, and they'll be like, "Oh,
We're talking about Coca-Cola."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they'll be like, "Oh, it's so safe, you can drink it," and they'll drink the Coke.
See, I'm not even playing like that. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Stevie, what questions do you have for us?
What questions do I have for you? You know, everybody's always interested in not necessarily trade secrets, but you know, what's on the horizon for you guys. So, you know, obviously you've been, you know, knocking out some of the, you know, retail level stuff now. So what's next on your guys' horizon? What you got in the works? What you got in play?
Well, what we have in the works is a possible partnership with another nationwide distribution company. I cannot mention the name yet, but
you know the name. Everybody knows the name.
Everybody,
that's good.
They are, yep. So hopefully coming soon, we will get started in. They have 50 distribution centers total. So I think we're going to get started in about 10 of those. Yep. And see how that rolls out. So look for that probably in the spring. And then product wise, we just finished formulation on a concentrated iron decon. So we're going to try to make sure that it is very cost effective, and you will be able to cut it 1-to-1. And it is a little bit thicker than what Purple Prep is. So it clings really nice. And then next after that is going to be some ceramic sprays and some ceramic coatings.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Stevie, thank you so much for hopping on this call with us. We absolutely 100% appreciate you, and you have been so fun to work with, and you do a fantastic job. And what we were attempting to do, you know, on the detail side of things, you came in and just blew us away. So fantastic job.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Well, before we go, one more time, let the people know the name of your business and your correct last name pronunciation.
Burger.
All right, cool. Well,
they're gonna get you.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're coming for you. I'm coming into this podcast right after this. Well, thank you guys very much. Big shout out to Superior Products. Love being here. Love working with you guys. Love your guys' products. Can't say enough good things about you. So I hope, you know, you guys continue to grow and build from there. But for me, Blackout Detail, based out in Troy, Illinois. Stevie Burgess. You know, you can look us up on Instagram, Facebook, website. You name it. You need to find us. You can find us.
Okay, cool. You got a telephone number? No, that you want to put out? Okay, I don't blame you.
I don't need those calls.
Yeah, I'm tired of my phone ringing too.
I don't blame you.
Well, this is the Superior Products Pro Detail Series podcast, and we're out of here.
Thank you, Stevie.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to our awesome podcast. We really appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell, share, comment.
100%.
And if you're interested in being interviewed on our Pro Detailer series, please do reach out to us on social media. We are out. Peace.